September 7th, 2022. Hope all of you are doing very well. I kind of wanted to just give you a quick update on how I'm doing and the kind of crisis that's going on in California. I know you guys are hearing a lot about it. And we did get some energy rollout, blackout stuff, saying that we needed to cut our electricity and all of that. But I have solar panels and battery backup, so we're hoping that, that's not gonna, it's still connected to the grid. So even though California is doing this huge push to get everybody onto solar, well, some people argue that they're not really doing much of a push because they don't have the incentives that they used to have a long time ago. So, and it just seems like they're pushing against it. It really, when you get down to the needy bit of it. But beyond the dramatics of it, we're looking at still getting rolling blackouts. And if you're connected to the grid, you could still have some continuing problems. And even if you have battery backup, it's usually for a limited amount of storage time. So those of you that are getting $1,300 price tags on your electric bill and you're in California, that seems to be the standard at this very moment for standard like 3-bedroom, 2-bath household. And that's really dramatic, you guys. I had heard in Europe that they had a 1,300% increase in their electric prices, and it's just outrageous to see that, and I wonder how people are going to survive. So in that spirit of things, I want to tell you guys that in my current area, Southern California, I'm seeing a huge influx of crime, just a dramatic influx. I live in a very, let's say, conservative, quiet neighborhood, and usually it's very peaceful. And the other day, one of our neighbors got hit with a raid, and I understand that he was related in a murder with a immigrant 20-year-old, and I won't go into names or anything, but that's a pretty dramatic thing for our area, and it's new. And we're seeing a lot of panhandling, even though, right now it's about 111 degrees. It's about 6 o'clock at night. It is very dramatic. The heat is harsh for our area. I know some of you who maybe live in Arizona or New Mexico. I've lived in all of those areas in Nevada, and you will see 120, 123 degrees in the broad spectrum heat waves sometimes. But for California, that's pretty rough. So, and then we're also having water warnings that they're going to reduce your ability to use water, and if you use it anyways, the prices of your water bill are going to go up dramatically as well. So we did get warnings on that. So, okay, all fun stuff, right? And I'm sure that people who, can't afford it. I mean, at some point you can afford it and then you can't, right? You're going to have to start cutting back on your food budget, medications for elderly people. All of these things will start to happen, and you're going to end up seeing people die. That's just the way of it. And I don't know if it's the politicians are attempting to do this. It doesn't make sense to me why this is happening. So, okay, let's get on with our trades today. All right, Bitcoin, we're about 19,000 and counting. You know that's one of my favorite little markers right there. I did buy 19. I bought in at 19. I held, and I ended up, I did sell a little bit at 21, but I did plan on when it got back down to about 19.3 that I would buy some more. And so we did that today, and we're looking at about 18.6. I think it's going to be my next level. And then beyond that, I'm going to be watching for about 11,000. If you guys see it drop down to 11,000, there's going to be a lot of buyers, I believe. I believe that. I mean, those who can buy will buy at that point, right, guys? So, that's our next big, I know there's a couple other indicators in there, but 11,000 is where I'm going to be watching. Just so you guys know. I don't know. Some people say that would be a great spot. I guess it depends on where you're standing at this point, but be prepared for a downturn, and this economy is definitely looking depressive. I'm not such recessive. I don't know that the mainstream media is following with that guideline, but I think that when we see a few more months of this, people are going to be dramatically hurt. And okay, so the jobs report, looks like we have a lot more positions open than we do employees. So I understand that we're going to be trying to have a lot more people come to those jobs, and maybe the Fed's way of trying to do that is by increasing interest rates and I don't know, how the correlation happens there, that they say, I guess you can't buy a home, and now you're going to be motivated to do that. You're going to be motivated to try to make more money, so you're going to get 2 and 3 jobs. Maybe that's the idea there. It blows my mind, honestly, that this is where we're at right now. But I guess, where do you go if you've inflated the market and just caused a huge recession and inflation is out of control? I mean, what else can you do, right? So I guess that's where we're at in this very moment. So, okay, last one, you guys, oil, my favorite, right? You guys know I'm trading oil on a daily basis, but I'm so sorry I haven't been in here with you guys. I've had a lot going on with my family, and it's been very dramatic and really harsh to deal with, but we're getting through it. And dealing with the house and stuff like that, I did begin Airbnb. So there's a couple of rules with that, in case you guys didn't know, but they give you 30 days to kind of give you a little push. And so we've done pretty well, and I was able to make the mortgage this month, so that's a good start, and maybe just a little more than that. But I'm gonna have to have somebody come in and help me, because I have, like you guys know, that I run, several different jobs, and I'm, doing whatever I can to make money at the time. So, and I trade and all kinds of things to be able to make it in California. It's not easy. So I'm in the middle of trying to care for loved ones, but that's how it works, right? So, okay, we're gonna go into a little bit oilprice.com had to say, because we have these like alternating indicators when it comes to oil right now. And I know that you guys are hearing all over the place. I know that you guys have heard about what's going on in California, that the push for green energy and solar energy is just huge, right? So the Enphase trade did really well today. I wonder if you guys are watching that with me or in it. I think it did about 8% today, which was outstanding. And I just think that that's going to continue to go up. I watch for those. I like to maybe drop back on the indicators a little bit, because when it does a huge day, usually there's a little bit of pullback. But with the way that the energy is moving, I mean, we could see this thing at like $600 a share at some point. I just don't know that, how high this thing is going to go. I really thought we were going to be out into like 290, and we're way above that. So that Enphase trade has really done me well. So anyways, I'm just going to stay in it. And if it drops down, like I said, 10%, 15%, I will definitely get in and buy more, because it's been really outstanding. So anyways, we're going to look at that oil trade. And right now there's some model indicators saying that Brent could be, running at about $65 a barrel. Well, I watch WTI crude, which follows really closely in line to what Brent does as well. So, but we're really watching for what's going to happen with the nuclear deal with Iran. And as long as that is a lingering effect in the markets, we're going to see some downturn. And so unless that, definitely has some like pullback on it, where it's absolutely not going to happen, then we'll see movement to the upside. But as long as that's even, a talk, we're going to have movement, to the downside. So you guys be aware of that. And I know this week we're kind of looking at, quite possibly the cycle turning to the upside. So that's why I'm here. I just wanted to tell you guys that was definitely something that maybe was an indicator that you guys maybe wouldn't be aware of this next week. So we're just watching it on the weekly, basically. And that's how I'm trading. But I do watch it every day. So just, the DXY, the 10-year yield, and a WTI crude, when you see huge markers on that movement, the thing is, you don't want to get in, and if it, drops down too low, don't just sell right away, because sometimes that will be an indicator for people to come in and buy. I know that can be very confusing, but early in the morning, like if you are doing pre-market day trading, you'll get like a 10% drop really early in the morning, and some people will panic and just sell. And at that point, you're going to lose a lot of money if you do it that way. So this is maybe why you want to keep some money, some powder dry, and go ahead and buy in at that point. So that's where I'm at, because sometimes a lot of times the oil will overreact to news, right? So we're going to just keep an eye on that, you guys. And tell me how you guys are doing. Are you guys in the States, and are you suffering through this summer period? I know a lot of us in California are just like really surprised with this heat wave. We shouldn't be, because it's the summer months, and even into October we usually get quite a bit of you know, odd weather. And I did hear that we had some hurricane reports coming in later in the week, so that should be fun stuff. But I'll keep you guys posted on how we're doing, and much love to you all. Please, if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please, I do appreciate you guys so much. And we'll talk to you all again very, very soon. Bye-bye.